Yay, I'm live. Woohoo! Hey, everybody. Welcome to Unfiltered. Let me get my screen straight. It is just me tonight. Tess has decided to take some time off and just not be here with me. So I'm actually doing this from my home because there's no need me sitting up at the shop and not doing, and doing any of this. So I was kind of hoping Jacqueline would be here, but she's not home from work yet. So she'll come home in a little bit. But I still thought I'd do a little bit of a show tonight. Won't keep people too long unless people has questions about anything. But there was a bunch of stuff. There was a lot coming out this week, and I kind of wanted to show a few things that I thought was really, really good. And so I'll do that and then show some really cool covers. There were a lot of I think the Magic the Gathering covers was a lot more popular than I would have thought they would have been. So I've got a bunch of those that's coming out this week. So if you want those, you have to kind of get to the shop really quick. So Jacqueline must be coming in. So, or something. Maybe. Hi. I'm doing a show. You want to come join me? I'm live. You can come say hi. No one? No? She won't even talk. Look.
I'm helping.
Lena, see? Say hi.
Where do I look?
Right here. Camera's right here. Okay. Anyway, so we'll do a few books this week. So first, I want to start out with Transformers 32. I didn't take any of these out of the wrapper. Transformers 32 this week. So we are actually now on Cybertron. We're taking the stage there where Alita is now Prime. So it's Alita Prime. And so she is trying to take back Cybertron, and things aren't going so well. So I think we're going to leave the Earth War behind for a little bit. I don't think it's going to alternate each issues on this. It didn't really seem like it. And then there was a mask backup. But anyway, there was some really cool stuff in here. Let's see if I can see what's left of Shockwave. So this was really cool. I enjoyed it. That was really good this week. Like I said, it's not. Last issue was like just a Megatron issue. This one is kind of kicking off to where we're going. What are you eating? Huh.
Since we can't have dinner.
We can have dinner soon. Next up is Barbara Gordon Breakout. So if you haven't read, I guess, Batman that came out last week, I don't remember what number. Barbara Gordon basically got arrested at the end of it. She gave up herself to save some of the other Bat family. And so she got arrested. And in this one, they do a really quick trial and they send her to basically Gotham jail, whatever it is. This is the DNA cover that I got. The regular A cover is here. I enjoyed it. Let's see who did it. Was Marika Tamaki did it. And so the whole premise of this book is that the reason Barbara didn't mind giving up herself is because some other bad things are still happening in Gotham other than Vandal Savage attacking all the Bat family. And so in here, she's like, well, I need to protect the other people. So she intentionally got herself arrested so she can go into prison and try to figure out why people are being murdered. So that is where this is going. It was actually really well done. And there's conversations about, over here about how this was going to work. Batman wasn't necessarily too happy, but when is Batman really happy?
What are you doing?
Lena. It's a Lena mode. It's always a Lena mode. And then from Dan's slot this week, we get, where is it at? We get Spectacular Spider-Man #1, Brand New Day. So Dan Slott is back writing Spider-Man, and we're going to kind of get some stories based around that time frame in there. I think it's only really scheduled per some social media posts. It's really only scheduled to be Dogs are flying everywhere. The cats are flying everywhere too. It's only supposed to be like 5 or 6 issues, but just like everything else Marvel's been doing. Can I help? Can I help you, man?
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, if the sales are good on this, it will continue. If the sales aren't what Marvel thinks it should be, as always, Marvel will not do anything. Oh, I guess I could talk really quick on. I didn't bring over Martian Manhunter, but on this, you may or may not have heard. This is going to be hard to see on every Barbara Gordon book, Absolute Batman, and Absolute Martian Manhunter. There was a crease right here on all the cover A's, and it's actually inside these two. And a lot of people were like, "Oh no, it's horrible." You honestly, you can't really even see where there's damage on it. I mean, it's obviously a printing error where the paper got smushed or something, because it's not that way in the book itself. It's just that way on the cover. So it's like the printer or something got done. And DC said if you want a first printing, that you will basically purchase. They did not have comic shops hold these books. So if you want a cover A and a first printing, you'll have to buy that version. They are going to do a second printing. So people who want a better copy and not have a crease on it will be able to get a second printing, but they're not taking those back. So the first printings will be the first printings. So. Also this week, I have that comes out is Amazing Spider-Man Death Spiral. It's body count. So in this one here, we kind of get Torment's story. So Death Spiral has ended. Things happen, right? I don't want to give away spoiler if you didn't read Spider-Man from a week or so ago. But this is where we get Torment's story and how he started following the spirals. And in this one here, like I said, here's the Magic the Gathering. Sorry that the lighting in here is not so good. Here's the Magic the Gathering cover for that. It's a Carnage, which kind of goes well with this book. They actually did some of the books pretty well this week with the Magic covers. Like some of them doesn't make sense. Some of them do. The next, I'm going to just show you some Magic covers now. This is the Mortal Thor. It's got Cosmic Spider-Man on it. I don't read the Mortal Thor, but I did like all the Spider-Man Magic covers, so I did decide to get all of those. Let's see, next is Uncanny X-Men, number 28 came out this week, and you can get the Scarlet Spider, Ben Reilly variant with it. Here, that's a little bit better, right? Yeah, kind of. So I haven't read Uncanny X-Men in a while, so guess things don't look good. I don't know. Hey, look, ta-da! It's a horse. So I don't really know what's going on in Uncanny. Sorry, not very good at that. Sorry, there's no banter tonight either because I don't have anyone to banter to, and Jacqueline ran outside, so she didn't want to stay. She just got home from work, and she just wanted to make a run for it. Null number 5 is the symbiote Spider-Man costume, which also, I mean, it kind of goes with Null, right? Since he is the king. So we'll see how that goes. It looks like Null and Thanos is having a fight. I wonder how that works out. See. Fight. I haven't been reading this either. Once again, I got it for the variant cover. So we're just going to show a few more of these. See what these kind of makes. Well, these next two make sense too. This is Iron Man number 5. So we get Iron Spider, Stark upgrade from Civil War. So that's this. I've enjoyed the new Iron Man so far. I have not read this issue yet. I've only read a handful of issues this week, but I have enjoyed these Iron Man issues a lot so far. So they've been really good. And the Black Cat book from this week has a Black Cat cover. So that's also pretty brilliant. That's pretty cool. Again, sorry for the bad lighting. She's a cunning thief. So this one is once again just Black Cat and Mary Jane hanging out. And those are always some of the best issues. I enjoy them. See, just kind of hanging out. This is one of my favorite Marvel books right now at the time is Black Cat. I've enjoyed the Spider-Man stuff. I've enjoyed the Iron Man and the Captain America stuff. The Captain America stuff is pretty hard. There was a Captain America that came out. Well, this is probably it here. Yep. Captain America number 11 came out. So what was it? 3 weeks ago was like they've come out almost every week now. So we've got like 9, 10, and 11 that's come out. I guess they're just trying to get through this because we got to get to Armageddon. So, and this Captain America leads into Armageddon pretty heavily. And so that's how we know this is going to work. So I don't think things are going so well. So here we go. So we've got Captain America. We got the Wolverine weapons of Armageddon, and Armageddon will be coming out very soon. So anyway, this is the last of the Magic the Gathering covers that came out this week. So if you're trying to get those, these are all of those. So, shoo. Let me pick up my books. I just threw them on the floor so I could get them out of the way. Here. And then from trades this week, we got Planet Hulk. If you've never read Planet Hulk, this is this is really a great way to get it. This is one of the Marvel premieres. It's not as cheap as DC's $10 compacts, but the Marvel premieres is $15. So this is the full Planet Hulk run. They don't list the issues in the back, but I don't remember. I mean, it was all mostly in the Hulk book, right? So it was Incredible Hulk, 92, 95, 100 through 101, 104, 105. See, I forget that they changed the title. It was either, these are broken down by writer. So it's Incredible Hulk 92 through 105, and then Giant Size Hulk number 1 is what's in this book. I don't know why they broke it up. So they broke it up in here by who was actually the artist on the book, because Greg Pak wrote all of this, but then they broke up the issues by that. So there we go. Hulk 92 through 105 and Giant Size Hulk. But it is the complete Planet Hulk storyline. And so you can get everything that you need and see how he gets really mad when he comes back to Earth and he's not really happy with a whole bunch of people. So lots of stuff happened. Let's see if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was pretty much, remember the Illuminati kick. Anyway, so that is the trades for this week. So, well, there was a few more trades, like the Odyssey came out, and there was a handful of things. Justice League hardcover came out that had a couple of those mini series they put in there. Ultimate Martian Manhunter came out this week, so if you're looking for that, that is also out. And I guess I don't have it with me because I'm not actually reading Absolute Batman, but I guess Absolute Batman 20 is the big book for the week that everyone's looking for with the Robins. The Robin storyline is kicking into full gear, so that is also out this week. So there's a lot of good stuff that's coming out this week, and it's been a long week. It's been a long weekend. So, and it's only Tuesday, but all that will be on the rack. Alex will be at Richmond Comix tomorrow. So if you shop at Richmond Comix, Alex will be there tomorrow to help you out. Jacqueline and I will be working. So if you want a throwback, Jacqueline and I will actually be working at Richmond Comix on Saturday. So it will be us two. So if you want to stop by and say hi, we will be there all day Saturday, just hanging out. I'll probably be doing some stuff with some books. I don't know. So I'm just going to probably ramble a little bit because without my cohort here, and once again, Jacqueline left, I've got nothing. There's not a whole lot of news that's come out. Like I said, the big news that everyone was been freaking out about is like the damages on the books. If you go when you go to your local comic shop tomorrow and get your Absolute Batman, it's Absolute Batman 20, Absolute Martian Manhunter 11, I think, and then the Barbara Gordon #1. You can't really even tell. If you were not looking for the damage, you could not even tell it was damaged. It's just one of those things that happened in a printer. Every copy at every store has this little tick on the spine, but it's no worse than some of the ticks that we see every week on the spine. It just so happens this is one of those rare occasions where every book has it. And so I know a lot of shops went on the air and did social media posts and talk about how everything was horrible and their week was ruined because all my customers expect tens, and it's like if you're a reading shop, you're not going to care and you'll never notice. So the books are fine, and they are going to do second printings of it. So if you need a pristine, get a second printing. I don't think there's a whole lot else going on this week, as far as I could tell. Like I said, we survived Free Comic Book Day. We're catching up on that. I don't have a whole lot going on. There's not really any shows coming up. I do go to, I guess we are a few weeks now. I guess we're a month. I'm a month away from going to Heroes Con, so I'll be getting all that stuff ready. Yeah. That's not going to actually happen. The last thing I heard, Bill, was there was 112 variants. So comic shops are only getting 5, I believe. They're getting 5 covers. But with all the other comic shops, creators, and everything across the board, the last I heard was 100 and made it its way up to 112. And I heard that last week. I'm assuming that's probably going to be it. Yes, they are. I'm assuming that's going to be it, right? Because I guess some creators could say I want to do an absolute 20, and then they can do one and come out later. I just saw that with it was Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. DNA's doing a variant of, let's see if I can find, where was that? DNA is doing a variant somewhere for that book. Yep, it's Unknown Comix. Unknown Comix is actually, they're doing a Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. So there you go. So it's a Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow #1 DNA variant. And so I guess technically if another creator wanted to come along and was like, hey, I really want to do an Absolute Batman 20, you can, because here you go. Here's a Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. So I was like, okay, sure, why not? So that was pretty funny. I thought that was a pretty funny thing. I think from a comic perspective, my big news this week is J. Scott Campbell is actually doing a cover for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 20, issue 20, which is really the 300th issue. And it was a really cool looking cover. If you haven't seen that, it doesn't look like your typical J. Scott Campbell art because he's drawing the turtles. And I would imagine. Yeah, I can imagine. But the Campbell Turtles, that'll be on FOC in a couple of weeks. So that'd be cool too. The Turtles by J. Scott Campbell. Even April O'Neil's on it, 4 turtles, but it doesn't look like his normal stuff. So it looks amazing. So I did break down and buy one of the DNA variants for Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow because it's DNA and it's Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. So it wasn't overly expensive. It was fine. I guess the other big news this week is Marvel announced their Midnight line. So basically Marvel is starting a horror line using their characters. It's called the Midnight line. It's separate from the other universe. The only cover I've seen so far is for the X-Men, and they look like vampires. So if you're huge Marvel fans and you love horror, then I guess this is really going to be for you. I'll be honest, I read like the captions of stuff, and one of the horror books is going to be Spider-Man, and I'm like, I just don't know. Right? I just don't know. It's not going to be the same to me. I don't do horror, and turning Spider-Man into some normal horror creature seems kind of odd. But so it's what X-Men, Spider-Man, and it's a Fantastic Four. It's something else. I can't remember. I'm bad. I'm bad at this game, right? So let me see if I can find it. Somebody else may be able to tell me quicker than I'm trying to find it here. Yeah, I am not like I just don't care. Yeah, it is Fantastic Four. Yep. I mean, the creative team is fine. Like X-Men is Jonathan Hickman, Fantastic Four is Benjamin Percy, and Spider-Man is Phillip Kennedy Johnson. So the writers on this storyline is great, but I'm like, I don't care, right? I mean, I want to care. But like there's let's see if I can. It's not the best, but you can see Storm's just a vampire. Right? It looks like that way. Who knows? Yeah, it's a vampire. But let's see, X-Men's in August, Fantastic Four is in September, and Spider-Man is in October. So it says the X-Men no longer fight for acceptance. They hunger for blood. The Fantastic Four venture into the unknown, not to save the world, but to unleash terror upon it. And Spider-Man discovers that with great power comes something monstrous. So I'll be honest, it's not anything to get me overly excited for that. So I don't know, like, is part of this Armageddon stuff creating? I don't know. Like we got Darkseid create Absolute Universe. Is Red Hulk going to create the Midnight Universe? I can't answer that. I tried. It's once again, it's going to be a set of books. The writing on it will be great because it's got great writers on it. It's just not going to be for me. Like I don't do horror stuff to begin with. And before anyone asks, the old Midnight Suns and Ghost Rider and stuff, I don't really ever consider that horror. That to me is like more action oriented than like horror. Like, yeah, Blade's a vampire. They fought vampires. You have demons, but it's different. It's kind of like saying that Supernatural is horror. The TV show Supernatural was not horror. So it's not that big a deal. Those are just fun, silly things. We like those things. So anyway, I am probably going to call this early tonight because you know me, I really need somebody to banter with, and y'all have heard enough. But I wanted to get on here and show you a few of the things that came out. I think almost all the rest of the Spider-Man Magic the Gathering covers came out this week, so they're all out if you want those. There wasn't a whole lot of, I guess, really new number ones. A lot of things was wrapping up. Ignition Press had Voyeur that was wrapping up. So there was a lot of, stories that was wrapping up this week that will start ramping up. I'm assuming we're in May, but we're halfway through May, right? Or almost. So that'll be starting up soon. Like I said, Marvel's just headed toward Armageddon, so they're kind of just heading out there. So, but anyway, I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone always joining and watching in and looking at the books. And we will be back. Tess should be back next Tuesday, and so we will be back doing this together then. So I hope everyone has a good night and be safe out there. And we will talk to you all next week. Have a good one. Bye. And we're going to end a stream, hopefully. Good night.